Step into this holy sanctuary of light, where divine grace speaks to our spirits and awakens the profound truth within. Chosen one, your adversaries are currently standing there looking very stupid as God pulled the greatest prank on them once more. The reason your adversaries have a price on their heads is because they have finally come to terms with the fact that you are absolutely, totally, divinely invincible, and that there is nothing they can do to alter that fact. You're shielded by heavenly energies, marked by the Most High, and performing like a quarterback who consistently replays the win. The wonderful thing about this circumstance is that they will never express their true feelings to you. These people will never confront you directly. They will never approach you, and they will never hit you personally. It's constantly in the background, behind the scenes. When God is calling someone to the forefront, how do you suppose you'll stop them from working in the background? Right now, God is destroying your opponents like bowling pins because you are the bowling ball and you always defeat them when you come through. They will have to learn the hard way, according to God. They believe they know what you're made of, but when you're made by God, you're unbreakable when you have that light and that mark on you. You are unstoppable. Even when you feel like you can't go on, God will give you the strength you need to keep going. Due to the fact that you have job to accomplish, you are forced to win and succeed. They urge you to resign because you now have too much on your plate to stop. But you didn't give up. You don't even know what that word means. You're not considering it, even if it comes to mind. God asserts that there is no way for you to give up. You cannot, will not, and will not fail. It's crazy because they're continuously trying to take you down, block you, and restrict you. But you've already shown the others each and every time, so there's no stopping you. People will be attempting to block you from every possible angle and on every level. They will do all in their power to block you, including attempting to interfere with your finances and employment. God is ready to put an end to your enemies. He will treat them the same way he treated the last ones. As you are already aware, the final ones were dismantled, completed, and some of them are now permanently gone. God has marked you, literally marked. When you're marked by God, it's as if their hand passes through you when they try to touch you. They can't actually tamper with you because you ceased interacting with them and stopped circling back and forth after you recognized your opponents. God is going to reward you in front of them. According to God, you are aware of your adversaries even if they believe they are still engaging in covert operations. The best part is that you always discover who they are, and when you interrupt them, they try to act like the victim. Despite knowing what they were doing, they pretend not to know what transpired. If you feel the divine love, now is the time to share. Click the super thank you button on YouTube to contribute $50 or more and help us spread God's blessings. What you do is being watched and serves as a seed, and in the future, it will come back to you a millionfold. You're not sitting here trying to explain yourself anymore. There's no need to keep trying to make them feel better and explain yourself, God stated. Give them time to think about what they did. It's active at the moment, so they must deal with it. God has them. You didn't abandon your intention or give up on discovering it. God claims that they were genuinely attempting to prevent you from achieving your goals, regardless of the circumstances. They were attempting to prevent you from realizing your goals. They were attempting to instill in you the belief that it was insufficient or that your purpose would never be fulfilled. You no longer feel that way. If you still feel that way, you need to break free from that mental prison. Don't let these individuals convince you that you are unworthy. They're going to stand by and watch you become everything and more. You can't be stopped. No matter what you're meant to do or what your purpose is, you're going to be among the best. They will only watch you move, talk, and live like it. Whenever you have something to say, you will address them immediately and give them a name. There will be no questions about it. It will be a straightforward approach. You will go straight to the source of your feelings. They lack the bravery to confront you like a genuine person, therefore they must work together behind the scenes. These folks are afraid of you in real life, and they already know it. However, they'll never acknowledge that since they find you and your greatness intimidating. They are aware of who you will develop into and what you are going to achieve. They continue to engage in that side activity behind the scenes rather than approaching you and confessing their envy. When you stop to think about it, who can actually obstruct and stop you? No one is going to approach you and take away your blessings. That is not how they are made. Because of this, it requires large numbers of individuals, and even if they are in higher positions, they are still powerless to stop anything. These individuals attempt to stop you by using resources and spending money. How would you feel about investing your money in an attempt to obstruct someone or prevent them from being great? They chose the wrong one, and by the time this is all over, they will have nothing left and will want a refund. God said, "You are unstoppable." God is actually flying a flag in front of these people, and they are currently facing judgment. God tells them to stop whenever they see that you're not folding and that you're getting back up, yet they continue to do it. They keep trying and then wonder why things aren't getting better. They question why nothing is moving for them, why they are trapped in the same place, and why their ideas aren't expanding. Your enemy is truly experiencing a drought, much like a desert. Their entire foundation is going brown because they're so focused on blocking you. Their grass is getting brown because they are too busy watering yours. They're ignoring their own yard, but they don't realize it. People genuinely believe they are hurting you in some manner in order to feel strong, which is why you might find humor in this circumstance. Since they don't actually have anything going on in their lives, that's the only way they can feel like they're making a difference. Other than attempting to harm you, they have nothing to look forward to. You will never do what these individuals do every time they spend money blocking you or taking any other spiteful action. You may call them out or say something about it, but you will never physically attempt to block someone out of retaliation. Negative energy and spell work will never cost you money. You would be shocked to learn how far these individuals will go to undermine you. When God creates a whole different manner, they appear so naive and ignorant. There is always another route that God has in store for you. Every time you encounter a challenging circumstance, He has previously outlined an alternative course of action. They're so far down in that pit, that they can't possibly escape by the time they look up at you and realize that they did all of this. No one will bring them out of there. No one will assist them. At that point, they want to hide. They're hiding now, but they want to hide even more. They are truly unable to reveal their faces at that point. All of it was done with the expectation that you would hide, crawl under a rock, and sob. What did you do all that time? You continued to grind, remain focused, and fulfill all of God's requests. He wants you to do just that. Don't give up, don't stop, and don't let this break you. No matter how difficult things get, never give up. God is creating a completely different path for you and creating a completely different picture for you if you look around. It seems as though you are starting a new chapter in your life right now. God simply offers you a completely different route. Imagine a race where the only hurdles are concealed traps, hidden blocks, and obstructions. Go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. God is speaking in your ear the entire time. He is guiding and showing you, but He is also exposing them. They despise that. They all want to know how you knew it, how you knew to go that way, which is why they despise you so much. The difference between you and them is that they don't have that kind of connection or receive those kinds of messages. They have no idea who they are, let alone who God is. You are always led. You have that light to guide you when you have a true heavenly connection and that mark on you. Your spiritual support network will always be there to help you navigate life. Remember that character from Vampire in Brooklyn? He was so wounded. Something always happened, and he was constantly growing worse. That's the nature of your opposition. They are impacted, yet they continue. When it comes to you, they are on demon time. Nevertheless, they are powerless to stop you, break you, or touch you, regardless of how cruel and wicked they become. Brother and sister, everything done in faith is returned in God's abundance. You can donate $100 using the Super Thank You button and be part of this divine call. If your roots are connected to Him, your fruit will be blessed. Your opponent's health problems are unbelievable. They always have medical conditions, are in the hospital, or have something else wrong with them. They then make an effort to conceal it, even from those they are around, because they don't want anyone to be aware of their circumstances or what they are going through. In the end, they understand that their negative actions are the reason they are impacted in that way. They attempt this on everyone, including those who are performing better than them, smarter than them, or on a higher level than them. So don't believe you're the only one. They target that person. No, you can't have mine, God responded, and every time they come for you, they get repercussions. When you're facing challenges, you need to ask yourself, am I genuinely touched? Is it true that they are touching me? They believe you're touched, but it's a mental illusion. It's not genuine. Once you've mastered that, they won't be able to touch or interfere with you. You only experience it because God wants you to be aware of it so you can resolve the matter. In order to avoid being trapped in negative energy, He wants you to understand how to take care of yourself and how to release that energy. It's not true. No one can take away what God has for you. Therefore, you're not truly limited, stuck, or obstructed. What does it mean sometimes when something is at a halt for you? You must view it that way because God has already outlined a completely other course for you. You will see the route He has already outlined for you if you continue to struggle and move forward. That's something you must remember, even when it feels difficult. It is comparable to a spiritual conflict that you are engaged in on a daily basis. It's in the spirit world, but you must know yourself. Giants are watching out for you. You are targeted because you are marked by God, even if it might be mentally perplexing at times when you question why everyone wants to attack you. Just be aware that each time they do something to you, they completely ruin themselves. Continue to take care of yourself. Advise Spirit as well. Self-care is crucial, and some of you may be doing things you enjoy. In order to truly know who you are and truly appreciate yourself, you must take care of your mind and yourself. Knowing who you are is one of the most effective strategies to overcome your opponents. It doesn't even faze you or disturb you when you know who you are and what's happening. You must put yourself in that frame of mind. It's like, all right, I see what's going on. Let me go wash up. Let me shake it off. Let me gather my thoughts and myself and really take care of myself when you know what's going on. It's real out here. They know where you're heading, so they're attempting to put barriers, difficulties, and hurdles in your path. You have to think at it that way. You must be a wonderful person, strong and powerful, for all these people to try to stop you. Consider this. Don't get upset. Don't participate. Even if you feel compelled to speak, stop talking after you've said it. Close that chapter, shut the door, leave it there, and give it to God. Let me tell you something. Giving it to God is like giving it to your spiritual support network. They will take care of them as soon as you hand that torch over to God and your spiritual mentors. When catastrophe occurs, these individuals are the first to be harmed. They are addressed and cared for. They are the first to be impacted by natural disasters. They experience sudden, inexplicable events. You think, that's crazy, like that could have been me. However, you must leave it since it's their energy and their fault. Therefore, you are unable to feel sad for them. You are able to forgive them, but not feel sorry for them. Give them what they are due. God says, once you know who your enemies are, don't open your door back up to them. No matter who they are, keep your door closed once you know who they are. Consider it when they return and wish to make amends, but never let your opposition back in. Once you've closed that nail, don't open that door again because they'll take advantage of the first opportunity to harm you. They must therefore carry out their operations in the background since they will be powerless if they realize they cannot access you. Since right is right and bad is wrong, these people can't actually harm you in real life as long as you keep them at a distance. For some of you, it's bigger, more serious, and involves larger organizations. It goes beyond that. But you know what? You have to realize that no one is greater than God. No one is greater than God, regardless of their employer, the kind of organization they work for, or the culture they live in. In the end, they're going to work them out when you have that understanding and you just let it go. Get it out of your head. Give it to your God. Because He will uncover proof that will expose them. These individuals will be exposed by unexpected events. Even if it doesn't happen when you want it to, they will still receive theirs. Did they actually do what they wanted to do to you? Look at you. No, since the majority of them would rather that you simply quit and give up. The more consistently you show up, the more committed you are, and the more you maintain your composure without going insane. That's what they truly want. They want you to go insane because it is what they desire. They try to place you in a situation where you feel as though you have no resources and no one. You are always in God's care. As long as you believe, as long as you continue to dream and walk as though you know who you are, show up as though you know who you are, God will always find a way. God told me that they spy on you to see if it worked and whether it happened, so they are free to observe you, stalk you, and spy on you all they want. Like nothing happened to them, nothing occurred. You were unharmed. Can you guess what will be the first thing that comes to mind? Karma's address is always the same. They can flee anywhere they believe they are running, including to Africa, but karma always finds a way to catch up with them. God says, stop engaging for this reason. Never seek retribution. After you've spoken what you have to say, take a step back. Stop interacting, stop fighting, and don't dispute. Release it, release it, release it. You didn't stumble upon this message, chosen one. The pulse of something old in your blood, a frequency only the rarest of souls can hear, summoned you. Welcome to the Obsidian inner order, where those who have been through hell and back do more than simply recover. Within our sanctuary, we do more than seek followers, influence, or false peace. We use prophesy, break illusions, and start miracles. Every week, our happy hour Zoom call is more than just a gathering. It's a place where you may laugh with soul family, cry with cosmic warriors, and leave feeling inspired. We came here to change this planet, so you're not simply joining a group, you're entering a soul alliance, a league of misfits, warriors, light bringers, and prophets who weren't supposed to be here. It's time if you feel like the system has been deceiving you, if you've always known that you were meant for a different timeline, or if your opponents are hoping that your glow-up will fail. The Obsidian inner order, driven by Astral Adam, is your signal. We take over. We don't fit in. The description contains a link. In the event that the tables turn, they will spin like an 18-wheeler and run themselves over. That is the current situation. They are keeping an eye on you. So the more you show up, the more you continue, the more you smile, and the more you take care of yourself. Allow them to observe you on social media and follow you about your home. They will not get out of the automobile, nor will they knock on your door. They're such idiots. The amount of money and resources they invest in you is enormous. They rent cars and pay to observe you. Is it really that bad? These folks don't have anything better to do when you realize you're being assaulted and you see things beginning to happen. In actuality, you're coming out of it so clean, like a brand new car off the lot. So just take it for what it is and keep working and living. They're being made fun of and there's nothing they can do about it. You're coming out so clean and unharmed that it just makes them look stupid. Spirit says you are aware of your adversaries. All resistance does the same actions. Your new adversaries are attempting the same strategy as your previous ones. Because of this, you've been on this road and around this cycle numerous times before. You're hip to it now because of this. You already know how it feels when something goes wrong. You can tell when something isn't quite right. Never doubt your intuition. It's a sign from God that they're working, creating negativity in the kitchen, or doing anything else. They won't come up to you, confront you, or come face to face and say, "I don't like you, and I'm doing negative energy work on you." They don't have the bravery or the heart like you, so they won't do that. Therefore, always believe your feelings and never panic. God doesn't want you to interact with them because you shouldn't be like them. God has been giving them the impression that they have been winning the entire time, so let them think whatever they want. God has been tricking them into believing that they stopped you somehow. If you want to witness God's miracles, act now. Contribute $100 or more through Super Thank You on YouTube. Your offering is like a seed that comes back to you when planted. Let His light illuminate your steps. Every donation is an echo in His plan. This is taking place right now. They attempted to physically block and halt you, whether it was in your financial status, your romantic life, or any other circumstance, such as a work-related one. In either case, they were attempting to stop you, but God either revealed you a whole different route or pushed them out of your way entirely, keeping you on the straight and narrow. Always keep this in mind. God has already decided that you will succeed, even if they use every trick in the book, use every resource, recruit everyone they know, and use every tactic they can. They are merely making fruitless attempts to defy divine will. You are confident that no weapon created against you will succeed, and that any scheme against you will be foiled before it can reach you. This is the reality you have chosen.